I had a local dentist call me up a few weeks ago, and he wanted to get some money out to do some home improvements to his house, make his wife happy. As we got looking at things, he was just absolutely strapped with tons of debt. And this is all right, it's fine. He makes great money, so he was able to make his payments. But as we looked at this, we found that a cash out refinance, wiping out all of his debts and getting him some money for the renovations, would save him so much money. He had a very low interest rate on his current mortgage, and he was hesitant to leave that. But once we showed him what he would save in his monthly cash flow, he happily did the cash out refinance and really took a lot off his plate. So my name's Miles Pitcher. I own Superior Lending, been in the business 23 years now. So we're looking at FHA cash out refinance today. And this provides a great opportunity to be able to use some of the equity in your home to do home improvements, pay off debts, maybe buy investment properties or put money in the market, investments. And I always highly recommend just having some rainy day funds set aside. You guys probably know this, that home equity values are the highest that they've ever been. At the same time, consumer debt or credit card debt has reached sky high record levels. So we know that there are a lot of people out there with a lot of credit card debt, and they have a lot of equity in their home. And they're just making minimum payments on those credit cards. My hope is that we can help those people get in a much better spot, take care of that revolving debt, and then refinance them. The other thing is people are staying in their homes longer and they need to do renovations, updates. This is a great way to use the equity and pay for those renovations to the home. At the time I made this presentation, FHA was probably our favorite and top solution for doing cash out refinances. Just yesterday, we got news of an update to the conventional cash out refi. And this is huge because conventional used to only go to 75% of the appraised value. Now we have a loan product that will go up to 90%. It's technically 89.9. Here's some of the highlights on it is that we have to have a 680 or higher credit score. There is no mortgage insurance on it, which is phenomenal. And then it's a 30-year loan. And the cool thing is, even if you just did your last loan 6 months ago, we can do the refi. There's oftentimes a seasoning requirement on doing a refi or a cash out refi. So just know that there's some really cool options on conventional, but I want to tell you about FHA today. So here's some info on just comparing a VA, FHA, and conventional loan. The VA loan is still the best on doing cash out just because there's no mortgage insurance and it goes up to 100%. FHA is great because it is the most flexible. If you are maxed out on credit cards, your credit scores have probably taken a hit. Therefore, FHA is probably going to be the right spot for you to do a cash out refi, and then in 6 months, do another refi out of FHA into conventional once your credit scores have recovered. Here's a little more info on that, on minimum credit scores and things like that. But let's look at some of the pros of doing an FHA cash out. Lower credit scores are allowed. You get to have access to the cash, and the interest rates on a cash out FHA loan are going to be much, much lower than a conventional. VAs are going to be lower also. The cons is there's going to be 2 mortgage insurance fees that you have to pay. One is an upfront mortgage insurance premium that they call. They say upfront because it's charged and added to your loan amount at the time of closing. And then you have the monthly mortgage insurance premium, monthly PMI that you have to continue to pay. There are also county loan limits on FHA. So you may be where I'm at locally, for example, the loan limit's around $601,000, but your home or loan amount may be 700,000, 800,000. Therefore, FHA wouldn't work for you. So county loan limits do apply. Here's an example. Mike Johnson here has a home worth 250,000, currently owes 180 against it. So he has 70,000 in equity in the home. He wants to get out just a little bit of money to pay for some medical expenses and do home improvements. So we get the loan done. He does have a lower credit score of 640, so no problem. The great thing about the FHA loan is for the future, it does allow you to get in there at a low down payment. Mike locks in an interest rate of 5.75. This is an estimated rate. And then some of the cons that Mike has to face is the 1.75% upfront MI that gets rolled into his loan. He's not hitting loan limits, so no problem there. The other thing is on the property standards, FHA does do an appraisal, and they do have tighter appraisal requirements. Like if you have chipping paint, cracked windows, missing flooring, missing handrails, missing water heater straps, things like that, you'll have to have those fixed to be able to pass the appraisal. So with the result, Mike gets his loan. His new monthly payment is that he's able to pay off his medical expenses and then have some money for doing his bathroom updates that he wants to do. Here's how you can get a hold of me if you'd like us to run some numbers for you. Don't get hung up on just saying, oh, I have a currently low rate, but you're paying a ton in interest on your credit cards. Let's take a look at the whole picture and see if it makes sense to do that cash out refinance. Thanks for watching this video.